If there was ever a movie that affected my life at all, it was Jaws. That movie scared me as a kid, as it terrified me to go in the ocean, which is really disappointing since I live in San Diego and the ocean's like right there. Now I know that sharks hardly ever attack humans, but as a kid I couldn't rationalize that. So I was a bit psyched to play this game as it lets you be Jaws as you found fish and humans to attack. It was going to let me be the hunter looking for scared prey to eat out in the ocean. Unfortunately, this game was so poorly made, I couldn't even finish it. So this is going to be a Snap Judgment review. What's that, you might ask? Well, when a game is just too long to finish or is unplayable, I do a review based on the time that I played it. The story is told through non-moving cartoon pictures. This is the only part of the game that I actually liked. Sure, the voice acting was bad, and I wish the cutscenes were actually in a moving picture format, but the artistic style of the cutscenes were very nicely done. The game just starts out on a bad note, because you know when there are problems when the tutorial is confusing. The main problem with it is the lack of a map and objective location indicator. You're in the ocean where everything looks the same, and it told me to go look for a fish, but everything looked the same, and I never knew if I was going forward or in a circle. Eventually, after stumbling through the tutorial, it gives you a map and objective indicators. Why were they holding back this needed tool? Was it that you had to prove yourself to this game that you were worth their time to explain everything? So eventually you learn that you can rip apart fish with your teeth or just hit them with your tail. You know, I don't remember Jaws being this flexible. He was always so big and commanding, not small and spry like a newborn puppy. But maybe this is the adventures of Baby Jaws. Now there's a Saturday morning cartoon for you. Watch Baby Jaws go to school and hang out with his friends while trying to get away from the bully humans trying to hunt him in every episode. The controls were fine. They do a combination of button presses to do special attacks or rage attacks. New moves can be purchased by collecting stuff in the game. Now the moves that Jaws could do range from believable to ridiculous. There was a part in the game where Jaws jumps up Free Willy style to destroy boats by using his body to break them in half. Like any shark in the world could do this move more than once. But no, Jaws does it repeatedly without getting hurt. What is his body made of steel? Unrealistic moves aside, the worst part about this game was the camera. I know you guys have heard me complain about a bad camera before, but this one was just terrible. It would find the worst locations to position itself. Once it got so bad, I actually had to reset my Wii to unlock myself from the angle they had me in. I just couldn't move. It was just so frustrating. But worse yet, the graphical draw distance was ridiculous. If this game was put out in the 90s, it might be alright. But nowadays, this is unacceptable. It would show me areas that were totally open, then I move a few more feet and then walls would pop up. So let me paint you a picture. I was in a really dark area where I couldn't see much. The indicator is telling me to go one way, but I couldn't because every time I get near it, a wall would just mysteriously pop up. It got so bad I couldn't continue playing. I had no idea what to do or where to go. The map is lying to me, the pop-ups were infuriating, and it's totally dark, so I just gave up. Jaws the Ultimate Predator was an embarrassing game. I liked the cutscenes, but everything else was either underwhelming or unplayable. The sharks' movements don't feel right for the movies, and overall the game felt incredibly rushed. So it should go without saying, you should absolutely skip this game.